Overcoming fear with the Stoic principles of Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic path to courage and freedom. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This Stoic wisdom is as relevant today as it was centuries ago, especially in a world filled with uncertainty, fear, and constant challenges. But what if I told you that the secret to overcoming fear, embracing vulnerability, and finding true freedom lies not in controlling the world around you, but in mastering your own mind? Imagine being able to face life's toughest situations with confidence, resilience, and clarity. Think about the countless inspiring Americans who have done just that. Whether it's an entrepreneur like Howard Schultz, who defied poverty and rejection to build Starbucks, or Simone Biles, who confronted her mental health struggles and emerged as a symbol of courage for millions. These are real-life examples of people who unknowingly or knowingly applied Stoic principles to their lives. And their stories prove that these timeless lessons can transform your life too. In this video, we'll explore 5 powerful Stoic rules that can help you take control of your fears, embrace vulnerability, and live a more meaningful life. These rules are not just abstract ideas. They're practical and actionable steps you can follow every day. They'll help you let go of what you can't control, find strength in community, and practice habits that lead to lasting change. The outcome. If you embrace these Stoic principles, you'll notice profound changes in your life. You'll experience less anxiety, more clarity, and greater courage. You'll stop being held back by fear and start moving toward your goals with confidence. By applying these timeless lessons, you'll become more resilient and capable of facing life's challenges head-on. So, stay tuned to discover how these powerful practices can work for you. And remember, these aren't just rules. They're tools to help you live a life of purpose and strength, just like the modern-day heroes we admire. Let's dive into the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and uncover how his words can guide you to a better, braver version of yourself. Rule 1. Transform fear into fuel. A Stoic perspective. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This means that fear, instead of being a roadblock, can actually push us forward. Fear is often a sign that we are facing something meaningful, like a big decision or goal, and it can be turned into a source of motivation. When fear arises, recognize it as a natural response. For example, being afraid of failure often means you care deeply about the outcome, like starting a business or pursuing a new career. To manage this fear, break your goals into smaller, achievable steps. This makes the process feel less overwhelming and more actionable. Mindfulness is another powerful tool. Taking time to reflect, whether through journaling or quiet moments of thought, can help you understand your fears and turn them into opportunities for growth. Instead of avoiding fear, lean into it by taking small, calculated risks. Each small win builds confidence and reduces the hold fear has over you. Sharing your fears with trusted friends, mentors, or a supportive community can also help. Speaking about what scares us often diminishes its power. A solid support system can motivate us to keep pushing forward. When we learn to use fear as fuel, the outcomes can be life-changing. We grow more resilient, ready to tackle future challenges with courage. We become more focused, driving ourselves toward success. Even our mental health improves as we feel more in control and less weighed down by anxiety. Real-life examples show how this works. Howard Schultz, the former CEO of Starbucks, grew up in poverty and faced fears of failure, yet used those fears to build an international brand. Brené Brown, known for her research on vulnerability, turned her fear of public speaking into a career that inspires millions. Simone Biles, the Olympic gymnast, faced fears and mental health struggles but used them to advocate for others, showing the strength in acknowledging fear. Imagine an aspiring author who is afraid of rejection but writes every day. Over time, their persistence leads to publishing a book that resonates with readers, or think of a professional nervous about giving a presentation at work. By preparing and pushing through their fear, they deliver a strong pitch that leads to a promotion. By applying Stoic principles, fear becomes a tool for growth instead of an obstacle. Marcus Aurelius' wisdom reminds us that what seems like a roadblock can become the way forward. If we embrace fear, we unlock the courage to act. And with action comes success. Rule 2. Embrace vulnerability. A Stoic perspective. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that acknowledging our fears is a strength, not a weakness, as embracing vulnerability can lead to personal growth and resilience. Instead of hiding from our fears, we can view them as opportunities for deeper self-understanding and connection with others. Recognizing vulnerability allows us to confront what truly matters. For instance, if you're afraid to express your feelings or opinions, acknowledging this fear can lead to more authentic relationships and a greater sense of belonging. By being open about our vulnerabilities, we create space for others to share theirs, fostering deeper connections. Mindfulness plays an essential role in this process. Taking time to reflect on our fears and insecurities helps us understand their root causes. This awareness can empower us to face challenges with courage instead of avoidance. Embracing vulnerability means taking small steps into uncomfortable situations, like sharing your thoughts in a meeting or reaching out for support when needed. Building a supportive network is crucial as well. Surrounding ourselves with people who encourage openness can make it easier to embrace vulnerability. Sharing our experiences helps normalize our fears and reminds us that we are not alone. The outcomes of embracing vulnerability can be transformative. We become more resilient as we learn to navigate life's challenges with honesty and courage. This approach enhances our emotional well-being, allowing us to manage stress and anxiety better. Real life examples illustrate the power of vulnerability. Brené Brown, a renowned researcher, has dedicated her career to studying vulnerability. By sharing her own experiences and fears, she has inspired countless individuals to embrace their vulnerabilities and foster deeper connections with others. Consider a young professional who fears expressing their ideas in meetings. By acknowledging this fear and gradually participating, they build confidence and contribute valuable insights, leading to recognition and growth within their organization. Another example is someone who struggles with mental health issues. By openly discussing their challenges with friends or support groups, they find understanding and encouragement, which helps them navigate their journey toward healing. In summary, embracing vulnerability is a key Stoic principle that encourages personal growth. By acknowledging our fears, we unlock the strength to confront challenges and foster authentic connections with others. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that vulnerability is not a weakness, but rather a pathway to resilience and deeper self-awareness. When we embrace our true selves, we empower ourselves to thrive. Rule 3. Freedom of acceptance. A Stoic perspective. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This Stoic principle teaches us that accepting what we cannot control is the key to true freedom and inner peace. Instead of wasting energy on things beyond our influence, we can focus on what truly matters in daily life. This means recognizing what is within your power and letting go of what isn't. For example, you cannot control how others behave or what they think of you, but you can control your own reactions. If someone criticizes you, instead of letting it consume you, focus on improving yourself or simply accept that their opinion is beyond your control. This mindset stops anxiety in its tracks and redirects your energy toward your own growth. Acceptance does not mean giving up. It means understanding where to put your effort. Imagine being stuck in traffic. You cannot change the situation, but you can choose how you respond. Instead of getting frustrated, you could use the time to listen to an audiobook or reflect on your day. By accepting the situation, you free yourself from unnecessary stress. Practicing acceptance requires mindfulness and self-awareness. When you feel overwhelmed, pause and ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, let it go. Journaling can help with this by allowing you to reflect on the things you're holding onto that aren't serving you. The outcomes of practicing acceptance are life-changing. You'll feel lighter with less anxiety and stress weighing you down. By focusing only on what you can control, you'll have more clarity and energy to dedicate to meaningful goals. Over time, this approach builds resilience and emotional strength. Real-life examples highlight the power of acceptance. In professional sports, athletes often face uncontrollable factors like weather, bad calls, or injuries. Someone like Tom Brady, for instance, doesn't waste energy on what he can't control. Instead, he focuses on preparation, discipline, and his own performance, factors within his power. On a more personal level, think of someone who loses a job. Instead of dwelling on the loss, they accept it and start focusing on what they can control. Building new skills, applying for other opportunities, or even starting their own business. Acceptance helps them move forward instead of staying stuck in frustration. Another example is caregivers in America who care for aging parents or loved ones. They often face situations they cannot change, such as a loved one's illness. By accepting the reality of the situation and focusing on providing the best care they can, they reduce their stress and find moments of peace within a difficult situation. In conclusion, the freedom of acceptance is one of the most powerful Stoic principles. By letting go of what we cannot control, we free ourselves from anxiety and focus on what truly matters in life. Marcus Aurelius' wisdom reminds us that the key to strength lies in mastering our own minds. Acceptance is not weakness, it is liberation. Rule 4. Courage through community. A Stoic perspective. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "We were born to work together like feet, hands, and eyes, like the two rows of teeth, upper and lower." This reminds us that community is essential for human growth and resilience. Facing fears alone can feel overwhelming, but when we connect with others who share our struggles and support us, we find the courage to overcome obstacles. In daily life, this means leaning on others for strength and inspiration. For example, if you're afraid of making a big life change, like starting a new career or pursuing a passion, talking to others who have done it can be transformative. By hearing their stories, you realize you're not alone in your fears, and you gain valuable insight and encouragement. Finding a supportive community is one of the most powerful ways to build courage. This could be a group of like-minded individuals, such as a Stoic study group, a professional network, or even an online forum. When you surround yourself with people who have faced challenges and emerged stronger, their strength inspires you. They can offer advice, share their struggles, and remind you that fear is a shared human experience. Practicing Stoic principles in a community also creates accountability. When others encourage you to take action, it's harder to let fear hold you back. For example, if you're nervous about public speaking, joining a local group like Toastmasters can help. Seeing others face the same fear and succeed gives you the courage to do the same. The outcomes of relying on a community for courage are profound. You not only feel supported, but also inspired to take risks you might have avoided on your own. With a network of people cheering you on, you're more likely to succeed and grow. Community fosters resilience, reminding you that even when you stumble, others are there to help you back up. Real-life examples show how powerful communities can be. Think of Alcoholics Anonymous, a group that has helped millions overcome addiction through shared stories and mutual support. Members draw strength from each other's courage, knowing they're not alone in their journey. Similarly, veterans and support groups often find healing by sharing their experiences and encouraging one another to move forward. On a smaller scale, imagine a young entrepreneur starting a business. They might join a network of other startup founders who share their struggles and successes. By hearing how others have faced failure and kept going, they gain the courage to keep pursuing their dream. Pertains in everyday life, even small communities can make a big difference. For example, a group of friends training for a marathon together can inspire each other to push through doubts and fears. Watching someone in your community succeed reminds you that you can do the same. In conclusion, courage grows when we connect with others. Marcus Aurelius' wisdom reminds us that we are stronger together. By sharing our fears, learning from others' experiences, and supporting one another, we build the courage to face life's challenges. When we find strength in community, we realize we're never truly alone in our journey. Rule 5. Daily Stoic practices for lasting change. A Stoic perspective. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. This insight emphasizes the importance of daily practices that empower us to confront fear and cultivate courage. By integrating simple yet powerful Stoic habits into our routine, we can create lasting change in our lives. One effective daily practice is morning reflection. Start each day by taking a few minutes to think about what challenges you might face. Acknowledge your fears and remind yourself that it's okay to feel them. This preparation helps you approach the day with a mindset of resilience and awareness. Another valuable practice is journaling. Spend time each evening writing about your experiences, fears, and thoughts. Reflect on what went well and what you found challenging. This process allows you to confront your fears on paper, making them feel more manageable. It also helps you track your progress and recognize patterns in your thoughts and behaviors. Incorporating gratitude into your daily routine can also foster a positive mindset. Take a moment each day to identify things you are grateful for, no matter how small. This practice shifts your focus from fear and anxiety to appreciation, reminding you of the good in your life and encouraging a sense of fulfillment. Mindful breathing is another powerful tool. When you feel fear or anxiety creeping in, take a moment to focus on your breath. Deep, intentional breaths can calm your mind and body, helping you regain control. This simple practice can ground you, allowing you to approach challenges with a clearer perspective. Engaging in small acts of courage each day can lead to significant changes over time. Challenge yourself to step out of your comfort zone regularly, whether it's initiating a difficult conversation, trying a new activity, or sharing your ideas in a group. Each small victory builds your confidence and helps you face larger fears. The outcomes of these daily practices can be transformative. By consistently confronting your fears, you develop greater resilience and emotional strength. You'll find yourself more equipped to handle challenges, leading to a more courageous and fulfilling life. Real-life examples highlight the impact of daily practices. Many successful individuals, like Tim Ferriss, advocate for morning routines that include reflection and journaling. By starting the day with intention, they set a positive tone for their actions and decisions. Consider someone training for a public speaking event. By practicing daily, writing about their experiences, and reflecting on their growth, they gradually build confidence. Each small step taken leads to a successful presentation, proving that consistent effort pays off. Another example is individuals dealing with anxiety. By incorporating mindfulness techniques and gratitude into their daily lives, they learn to manage their fears more effectively. Over time, these practices help them feel more in control and less overwhelmed. In conclusion, daily Stoic practices inspired by Marcus Aurelius can lead to lasting change. By integrating reflection, journaling, gratitude, mindful breathing, and small acts of courage into our routines, we can confront fear and cultivate a more fulfilling life. Embracing these practices empowers us to take charge of our minds and actions, ultimately leading to greater resilience and courage. Outro. The Stoic call to action. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." This timeless wisdom reminds us that change and growth come from action, whether it's transforming fear into fuel, embracing vulnerability, accepting what you cannot control, finding courage through community, or practicing Stoic habits daily. Each principle is a step toward living a more courageous, resilient, and fulfilling life. The power lies in applying these ideas consistently to overcome fear and unlock your true potential. As you reflect on these Stoic teachings, think about how you can use them in your own life. What small action can you take today to confront fear, embrace vulnerability, or let go of what you cannot control? Remember, growth is in the action, and courage is built one step at a time. If this video resonated with you, I invite you to subscribe to my channel for more insights into Stoic principles and how they can transform your life. By subscribing, you'll not only stay updated on future content, but also have the chance to be featured in my next video. Share your thoughts in the comments. What fear or challenge are you working to overcome, and how do you plan to apply these Stoic lessons? I'd love to hear your stories and feature some of them in upcoming videos. Let's learn and grow together.